The answer is you both lose. What is it with this Pope? Hey, no one. So the question was, who has the better beer? The Belgium in Denmark or the Belgium in France? Yes, there are two Belgiums in this game. You must fix this. Wait, are there actually? What? What? There. How can there... It can't possibly be two. No, there's just the one. What? Oh, are you telling me I can't escape out of that window? That's awkward as hell. Or is this my UI just logging? Lagging. I think it's just the one. Placed Agnes, not Swamp Slug. Oh, I probably clicked on the wrong. There it is. Okay, done. Yeah, it looks like it works fine if you click on that left-hand side of the button. Weird, but sure. Oh! The Crusade is happening! We're missing it! It's at 99%! Oh god, we're missing Crusade. Also something I didn't realize. If you had multiple... I haven't done this yet. If you have multiple rally points, it splits your troops up between rally points. Which is, I guess, fine, but not in any way what I wanted. I thought I was just going to pick one. We're never going to get there. I will technically raise my troops. I guess I could have raised them further south, actually. Hold on. It's going to take them a while to gather. Right over here. I hate that... Again, I'm going to bitch that there's not a button to raise all my troops. I bet you someone's got a mod for it already. I also hate that there's not a button to just rally point there. First of all, I'm going to go and purge all these. I guess I can't get rid of this one because it's my... Here. Guys, we're gonna be late to the war! Oh my god, how embarrassing. Let's technically try to send some dudes over. Yeah, you can raise local to the rally point. That is 0% what I was talking about, though. So that raises everyone who's closest to the rally point versus everything else. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is I want to be able to raise all my troops in a province without having to make a goddamn rally point. I just want to click on a province and say, raise all troops here! Instead of having to be like, hold on, I have got to go 1 click. Fuck off, you. 2 click. 3 click. 4 click. 5 click. That's bullshit. I just want to be able to go 1, 2. Literally, it makes no difference, right? This 5-click process is exactly equivalent to us saying, click, raise all troops. Alright, what is this? My master's discovery, certain vassal is scheming against me. So I rolled a 2, so that's going to be option number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let the traitor be known to all! She's trying to claim my throne. Really? And that's going to work? Well, you do have an 18. The other thing is the outliner shouldn't disappear when you hit escape like that. We're going to complain about this every single stream until it gets fixed. Oh, she was just an agent. But it's okay. We're not going to worry about it. Oh, 100%. Okay, don't go to C. Don't spend the money. Yeah, we'll just never get there. Like, don't even be silly. I don't know why he hasn't pieced out yet. It's 100%. It's done. We're so late, the Pope died. You really? I just want to roll some dice now. Your map mode to show enemies. If you click on the war that you're in, it will highlight enemies. Victorious Crusade! St. George is granted Queen Maud. Good name. Maud of Jerusalem. House Wessex. St. George is with us. Victory. Alright. So, Kingdom of Jerusalem, right over here. Alright, don't get too attached. It's actually small enough that they might actually fend off the auto-rebellion that happens that instantly converts back to being Muslim. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, Kingdom... Well, we're making a little bit of money right now. Kingdom is temporarily stable. Just by virtue of the fact that we own this kingdom, and that we now have some actual county titles as opposed to the previous emperor and empress, I think is automatically going to make this kingdom more, or this empire more stable. Also, we gave it a kick-ass name, so that's going to help. We're going to start going down here so we can eventually form our own religion and ruin the world with it. Factions are currently peachy keen, no powerful factions, which is good. We're going to want to make sure our levies reinforce. We're going to want a ton of money. Before, what I was doing is saying something I want to keep about a minimum of 1,000. And if I'm going over 1,000, then I might build stuff. We might actually want to save up like 1,500, even 2 grand, in case there's big wars. On the other hand, Paris could use some lovin'. Or air. I mean, air has been developed a fair bit. Oh, let's get some upgrades. Hold on. We need to make air as good as possible. Done. This is a thing that's going to stay constant. If we can improve air, we will. And yeah, Lithuania over here might be... Well, we probably have a truce. It's unfortunate... I guess it would have been truce anyway. Let's say it's unfortunate we took over as this king before this war ended, but I guess it would have worked out to exactly. I want to build to Jerusalem. Oh, that's expensive. Nope. There's no way this is a smart decision, but we're going to do it. Let's go to Jerusalem while it's Christian. Oh, that did take a while. Torture. Wait, who? Oh. I was thinking this was one of our family members that we betrothed. These are just some random people I think we betrothed before we took over the character. Whatever, man. I don't care. Don't bother me with that. Aaron needs a lot of upgrades. Upgrades a farm. They're done. Yeah, man. Oh, actually, yeah. We should just go and form Britannia because we can. So again, let's complain. We've got a 1 click, 2 click, 3 click. Have that in position. All right. Declare war on. Oh, rude story. Oh, this is the one where they're making fun of a faro play called Belgium. Belgium? Never heard of it. I don't know. Doesn't. Perhaps it's time I found others to travel with. So we're going to go with varied pilgrim companions, which is going to help with opinion of different cultures, which actually might be pretty valuable. We have a lot of cultures going on in our empire right now. There's some value. This dude looks freaked out, though. I'm going to play only arbitrary characters from now on. This is a lot of fun. Okay, you, yes. You. Petty King Marcus, declare war, seize de jure county, or duchy, vastly inferior, raise, and, oh, your capital's down. I love how you're declaring war on your way, but a million. Yeah, I sent a pigeon back home, or raven. I'm assuming at some point the giant Game of Thrones mods from CK2 is going to get carried over to CK3 here. We might have to do the vampire mod sooner rather than later. In fact, I'm thinking about doing a parallel campaign on YouTube with the vampire mod. For every week that passes, my fellowship grows ever smaller. Some have gone as far as they can before the need to return home overtakes them. Others have met with less fortunate ends. Most worrying is the fact that my group of personal guards is thinning out at an alarming rate. That fact alone shows what a treacherous journey this can be. Some of the locals seem like they would make fierce guards. Oh, fuck, that's a lot of money. Foreign guards, what does it give me? Oh my god! What could I have gone with? Yeah, that wouldn't have done that much for us either because our piety's level is low. Anyway, apparently that's what we're doing. Arbitrary. It was taking a long time to build this up. I maybe should have just done the raised local to make it speedy, because these guys won't move until they're fully raised. I guess what I could have done is raise local, move them out, and then raise everyone. And then this hasn't actually been an issue that's come up yet, but now it's actually, like, useful. There's quite a few days left. That is a lot of days left. It'd be another 2 months before we can start moving our army. We are on a lower speed, admittedly, but yeah. Oh, I can split the army and then move that. Oh, that is handy. Thank you. One of these presumably is now moving. There we go. And that one's still recharging. Thanks for that. Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys. This is why I keep you around. That and the fact I wouldn't know what to do with my life otherwise. Control click. Okay. Control click to stop raising troops. Oh, check your capital. Yeah, is it going to get insta-siege? No, it's fine now. Control click on what? Ah, control right click. Control right click seems to force it. See? You got to use that word. Unless there was something else. There might have been something else I could control click. But it looks like control right click forced the move. That is really useful to know. Thank you. But yeah, next time what I'll do is I'll probably raise first. And then after that, raise all or something. Control right click, yeah, chat. Just to know the difference between left and right. I mean, I normally don't. Oh, well, that was easy. There you go. We sieged the capital, and we caught the dude. And then we said, you better bend the knee. And then he says, oh, man, I've seen that episode of Game of Thrones. Man, did that show ever go to shit? I know, buddy. I know. We didn't take as much as I thought we would. Did I fuck up? De jure, I guess it was just a de jure county. Alright, we'll have to come back for the rest. Here, let's go over here. Now Estonia's fairly large, as it turns out. Man, the border gore. Yoptland is not as much. Doesn't matter which one I do. One might be bigger than the other. Oh, I can holy war for your kingdom. Except I can't because I don't have enough piety. But I can holy war for. Let's actually siege this way. Let's spend prestige rather than piety. Because we need the piety to make a religion. And I'm going to go for Ireland, just for cuz. Oh yeah, I got to give away some counties. Commence bitching. Oh god, I don't believe you have to go and you got to put down a thing and then you got to click on that and then you have to click on that. But you do. Anyway, let's do those and then we'll rally the rest. And then we'll do a control right click at some point to fix that up. I always try to click on the blue flag. Click point. Which honestly, I could go with a fix of something too, but here's that. Oh no, that's already spread. Robertine and not ruler. Andre cat pet, go. Buckingham. Alan cat pet, go. Bedford. Ansel cat pet, go. Congratulations, everyone. Do we have too many duchies? That's for money. Costs us piety, but we also need money. Apparently we're randomly spending it while on our way to Jerusalem. And control right click. Okay, that is handy to know. Hasn't been relevant yet. No, I don't want Antoine! I don't know who this person is. I don't care about them. I refuse to spend a bunch of money on some loser. Select an old flag, don't create a new one when you use an army and raise all. No, but the whole reason to put a flag here is that it's close to the front. Am I missing something? Like, I could select, yeah, an old flag somewhere else for a rally point, but I want them close to the front. So... unless I'm missing something. Oh, yes, you can move flags. Yeah, but and we have done that before. The problem is you've got to find one of the fucking things. Like, where did I leave a rally flag? Oh, you know, there's one there, but like, squint mode. Where did I leave the fucking things? I don't know. You got to find. Okay, you know, and then do that. But I mean, this flag was already close enough, which is why it was easy to find. No, the whole thing is dumb. I guess I can select one here and then right click. I guess. F3, pick a flag, right click. Alright, that saves a few clicks. It's stupid that you have to, though. Obviously, that's not a fix. That's a temporary, saves a couple of clicks. F3, pick a flag, right click where you want it to be. That does reduce the clicks a tiny bit, but it's still dumb and shouldn't have to be. I'm gonna stay on that until they change it. Oh! Right. Council's doing things. Convert a thing somewhere. Lollard! 10 years, 14 years. Alright, let's see. I think the conversion map view also needs to be tweaked. To be considerably less dumb. Make it more clear. Oh, you're coming to me. Well, how convenient. Okay, you're halfway, so you're locked in. So we'll do that. I guess I could have started moving closer. It's that beeping sound. Is that someone backing up the salt truck? Hell yes. As I always said, I only bitch about, like, you know, things like that about games I like. Because I'm like, I'm planning on playing this forever. Therefore, make it more better. Ash. Ooh. Now, you're probably not only running to there, but you don't have any friendly territory. I don't know how far you can run to. You're going to chase you. Lest you suddenly find yourself going to Ayrshire. Speaking of, how's that coming? Oh, the building. Wait forever until CQ. There you go. Just ran to here. Back the crap out of that some more before they escape by boat. Then we may have to boat over to their territory. Well, we could boat here first. Just for siege war score. We have ticking war score because we've got the war goal. My son is having a difficult time. So, he could stay impatient or become shy or become gluttonous. With all that, the best thing for him to stay is impatient. 100% we should probably hit that button. Four. Oh, God. We're gonna make him shy! It's the worst! Actually, compassionate might turn out to be even harder than shy. We're only going to gain 2 stress. Why only 2 stress? Why are we going to gain so little stress from this? Stress gain minus 50% because we're arbitrary. I mean, I guess that's true. Like, we clearly don't care that much about what we're doing. No, so most people, when they roll a 6-sided die for a 3-sider, it's 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6. I'm not doing the rollover sort of thing. But I can see where you're thinking about. Probably different people do it different ways. But yeah, I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So roll a 4, that comes up to a 2. So it's like divide by 2, round up. Boop. Of course I could override it, but I'm not gonna. Because I'm arbitrary and I didn't wanna. Oh yeah, what's his education? Oh my, wait, what? Oh no, I missed. Because it's got a green circle over here, I temporarily interpreted this as he's got 3 positive things he could research or learn. Let's go Intrigue. We haven't had an Intrigue-oriented character yet. Boom. Yeah, I know Shy sucks. It's horrible! It's so bad. Doesn't matter. The dice have decreed it. Where's this guy running off to? Smack him around some more. This is our religion, right here. Oh, it didn't actually start moving. Whoopsie. Yeah, Ella acta est, dice cast. So saith the dice. We're arbitrary. We can totally change our motto. What could possibly go wrong is actually pretty arbitrary. Oh! 6. So that's number 3. Serenity. Oh! We dodged chastity, you guys. Woo! I mean, I don't think it makes us chaste, but still. So we're going to memorize and recite a section on Serenity. Does anyone else just get the Firefly song in their head? Theme song? Because I 100% did. 100% just did. Guys, I'm going to stop the stream here because I got to do a rewatch of Firefly. Actually, we're going to stop it in about 7 minutes. Oh, fail. Oh, they're reinforcing. But more people to smack around. You still sad about Firefly? I know, right? I'll never forgive them. The funny thing is, on a rewatch, I'm like, maybe it's not quite as good as I remember it in a way. But it could have been. Like, it never got a chance to get through some of its first season awkwardness. Number 1! Oh, I'm gonna make friends with... Oh, Duke Charles! Excessive desire to impress me, but he still has a certain charm. Now that an era is over and a new one begins, what's your most memorable campaign in CK2? Oh, it's gotta be Duchess Ava. AVA. That was insanely cool. And that was just, so that campaign, first of all, it was a cool trick that I'm probably going to employ at some point in CK3. You basically, like, load up a game at some point, put it on observe, let the game run 50 years. You know, some amount. And then pick someone. You're going to get a world that's shaken up, and it's random, and it's unexpected. And Duchess Ava was something like, it was somewhere over here. And when Aragon is what she was. Duchess Ava of Aragon. She was basically like a lowborn or something that had been inside the territory. She had like no parents or whatever in the game. And we made her into a saint. And it was amazing. For a while there, she was a lunatic. But then she got better. And then she became a saint. You know, who has a better story than Ava the Saint? Throne Season 8. Even Season 7 had lost some... It had some good moments, but it started to fall off the rails, and then... Oh, let's not go there. Spend time bitching about the UI in a game, but... Lunatic and a Saint. Yeah, think it fits? I mean, maybe. She got better. Ooh! Dwarf. Bad steward, though. 7, 6, 6, 27! Prince Charles of Scotland! Congratulations there, Princey boy. I'm gonna take the stack wipe one of these. Alright, what are we at? 70%? Alright, I think we can just leave and start sieging over here instead. Aurora UI is better than the last few seasons of Game of Thrones. When will the next CK3 stream be? So Monday is definitely going to be Motorsport Manager. Wednesday... I don't know. I know that like tons more people want more Game of Thrones. Want more Crusader Kings. But part of me is wondering, like, is it time to get back to the flight sim stuff? There's some people definitely waiting for it. I know there's probably more people for CK3. At the very least, next Saturday will be more Crusader Kings 3. I will tell you this. Next Saturday will be more Crusader Kings 3 for sure. Wednesday might be. Part of it will depend on what my mood is. I think you know what? Wednesday will be Flight Simulator. I miss it. I want it back. YouTube series CK3, not currently. First of all, as a general rule, I tend to try to avoid strategy games because it gets and confusing. However, I am thinking about doing the vampire mod of CK3, in which case I might start that as a... It should be auto-saving. Let's split use. Not using the F hotkey, for some reason. Sieging, the F hotkey is actually bound to the siege button. I doesn't represent that. There'll be some more civs very soon. Want Vampire Sons should go back to Dwarf Fortress again. Yeah, or we should do like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines before Bloodlines 2 comes out. We're sieging, raid. A busy area here, Dorset. Very popular. Playing Coast Tales, I'm actually playing some Battletech right now. It's one of those games that's often my downtime game. Because it's done okay. Like, people who watch Battletech really love it. Not that many people watch it. But it's done okay. But it's like, I will use any excuse. Like, I've actually got a campaign going on right now with, they called, what is Battletech Extended Commanders Edition? That mod? Quite good. Yeah. I played some this morning. That's the one thing with Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines. Every time I bring it up, people are like, do a Malkavian playthrough! And I'm like, it's very cool. It doesn't necessarily do it for me. It's fun to do as a video. If I'm going to do one, like, proper, to, like, properly roleplay it, no, I'm going to play, like, classic vampire vibe. Probably something like Toreador or something like that. Just to, you know, really immerse and roleplay for it. The mouth playthrough is really funny, but wouldn't actually be what I do, which is one of the reasons. Venture would work as like a key vampire, like a classic vampire kind of vibe. But for historical reasons, I hate Venture. You have to understand, Vampire the Masquerade is like the thing for me. And so my wife and I, we met LARPing a Vampire the Masquerade. I was 17. He was 15. I'm 41 now. What, 24 years ago? 24 years ago, we met LARPing Vampire the Masquerade. I take vampires seriously. Number 3. Francois is fiddling nervously with the sleeve as I open the door to my chambers. What is he doing here at this hour? My deepest apologies, but I must speak to you in private. I've discovered something very interesting. Francois has uncovered secrets of Empress Perrins. Oh, it's my wife? He's willing to share it with me if I let him off the hook. He probably knows that she's having an affair. I have a hook with him. I'm gonna say no, screw you, because I rolled it. Thoughts on sparkly vampires? I will tell you this. Okay. It's first of all, it's fun to make fun of things and just be, you know, cynical and I went to see Twilight in a vacuum without knowing anything about it in theaters because actually my wife Vicentia had gone to see it. She knew nothing about it. She didn't know anything about the books, anything like that. We're just big fans of vampires. So she went to see it in the movies and then she's like, I want to go back. And I was like, well, I'll go with you, of course. And I went, and here's what I thought. I thought the Twilight movie was a perfect fit for classic vampire mythos. The thing with vampires, whether we're talking about, like, you know, going back to Bram Stoker, anything like that, one of the big things is, in a very real sense, the whole vampire mythos and a lot of the themes in a lot of the book sort of almost equates. It's like vampire is like sex, and sex is bad. And that's what it was, right? Vampires are like, they're sexy and attractive, and they go, you know, if it's a vampire dude, they're going after all the ladies and things like that. That's one of the big themes. It's like, so vampirism sort of is an allegory to sex and how it's kind of dangerous and scary and spooky. And I thought that Twilight fit it perfectly. In every way I thought it fit the vibe, and I thought it was excellent, and I really enjoyed it. Done. Eventually, I read the books, and I was like, holy fuck, these books need a goddamn editor. What the fuck? This could have been half the size, and it would have been twice as good. Especially the first ones. After that, they did get a little bit better editing. But yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, Ireland's being we'll finish a few things over here, and then we'll go back over there. But yeah, right away, I was like, oh, this is... I really dig the vibe. And no, I think if you idealize, if you think the relationship is balanced and healthy or something like that, like, that's not what this is about in the same way. It's a relationship that's kind of wrong and kind of dangerous, which is the point. Now, maybe that can develop into something better, you know, things like maybe they belong together. I don't know. But they got it right. I felt like they got the vampire lore right. Whether, and I think it's been, you know, like, that's the thing. The vampire idea, the idea of romance and the vampire is never supposed to be right. It's supposed to be wrong. It's meant to be, it's kind of unhealthy, but you kind of want it anyway. And you can't tell me that's not Twilight. It's like, that's kind of unhealthy. I mean, shit, I love fucking Buffy, right? And Buffy, like, Angel did the whole creeper watching her sleep thing. I like Vampire Diaries. You know what? They do that there, too. I mean, the sparkly vampire thing was kind of silly. But I don't see why it was, like, it was like, okay, it's fine. It's dumb, but who cares? Eve must be to turn the other cheek. You are not going to be wrathful, you're going to be forgiving, which actually is probably a little easier to deal with. Buffy and Vampire Diaries are better written in that. I mean, there's all kinds of argument. Part of the problem, right, is, like, Kristen Stewart, turns out she's a pretty good actress. It turns out, the thing is with Bella, is she very much is a boring blank slate. She was supposed to be very neutral so that other people could sort of see themselves in. Is part of the issue. So she herself was never necessarily going to be an interesting character actively, which is both part of the issue, but, you know. Yeah, I mean, she's clearly insanely good. Like, if you've seen her in anything else, it's like, oh man, she's a monster of acting. And it's just Bella is a boring character, or not a boring character, a blank character that you're supposed to self-insert with. Which, I guess they succeeded at. Whether that makes her interesting to watch is a whole other thing. But I like the lore. I like the family. That's part of it. I like the world that was built. You know, sparkliness aside, which I don't really care. All vampires have everything. Is the sparkliness any dumber than, I can't cross running water? That is the stupidest fucking thing ever. Like, the sunlight thing, yeah, sure, I like it. You know, there needs to be a reason why there's a bit of a vulnerability, and, like, why we associate, like, we have a fear of darkness. Why do humans have a fear of darkness? Oh, because vampires can walk around it. Okay, sure, whatever. None of that makes sense. The whole, like, can't cross running water, the garlic thing, like, you can't tell me vampire lore isn't dumb in the first place. So that's why I like the sparkliness. I was like, okay, it's dumb, but it's, you know, on par with all the other stupid shit. Oh, we can't see ourselves in the mirror. Why? Vampire lore is dumb. But that's okay. Just like Star Wars is dumb. It is. That doesn't mean it's not fun and awesome. Don't get me wrong, Star Wars I'd probably, you know, I'm going to go out on a limb and say maybe I enjoyed it a little more than Twilight. But Star Wars is dumb, but that's okay. Twilight is dumb, but that's okay. That's a good question. What has the best vampire lore? Here's what I want you to do. Here's your homework for the week as we wrap up the stream. What you guys are going to do is you're going to see if you can acquire a copy of this Canadian indie movie called Blood and Donuts. That is 100% my favorite vampire movie ever. Called Blood and Donuts. Go and find that and go and watch that shit. Sounds very Canadian. Yep. Yeah, let me... What year did it come out? Blood and Donuts, 1995. It has 5.9 out of 10 on IMDb. I like it. I think it has a very sympathetic character. And it's pretty Canadian. It's pretty Canadian. It's about a vampire who who's alive in 1969. Oh, or 100%. When men first walk on the moon, and he's so upset by it. He's so upset by the idea of people walking on the moon that he just like gives up on life. He zips himself up in like an old golf bag or something like that in a warehouse and just goes to sleep. And then he wakes up like 30 years later for this movie. He's not a zip. It's an old duffel bag he falls asleep in. He gets woken up because someone hits like a golf ball through a window and it like hits him. And he wakes up again. He's having to like readjust to life. But that's it. He's a guy who's just like so upset at this idea. He's like, no, I'm done. Yeah, so we're distracted by the 100% because we're talking about like vampires and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's it. I have legitimately watched the Twilight series multiple times. I've read the books. They're fine. What We Do in the Shadows. I have not seen What We Do in the Shadows. I think I should check that out. Oh, there was Whiskey and Chocolate as well. We'll check that out. Also, out of curiosity, there it is. So apparently I can make, first of all, I can make the Kingdom of Denmark, which is interesting. We can also make the Empire of Britannia, assuming we had $1,000. Which, actually, we can literally do the second the Pope comes back to us. Bunch of money. And we'll check the whiskey. Oops. Chocolate. Definitely think there's any undo there. I think it did the mass release action. I don't think I'm going to get my money. But before we end it, I'll check the whiskey and chocolate fund in a second. Empire of Britannia! There you go. We have 3 empires now. We have the Empire of Belgium, i.e. Francia. We have the Empire of Germania, and now we have Britannia. And did I get some more whiskey and chocolate? Oh, it's from no one! From 10 minutes ago. Did I miss that? Yeah, I'm so sorry. Getting back to Civ anytime? Oh, yes! It has been too long. The B5... Okay, I was annoyed. Actually, literally last night, I loaded up my iTunes to watch Babylon 5, and it wouldn't load. I think I have to do a reboot of my Mac or something like that. The problem is that the iTunes software has gone to shit lately. It's always been bad on Windows, but it's actually always been a pretty decent experience on the Mac. Except now, the iTunes app, which is now just called TV, is fucking garbage. So I'm really pissed off. Because I'm only like 4 episodes into season 1, 4 or 5 episodes into season 1. And last night I was like, it's the perfect night to continue. And it wouldn't go. But I had something running in the background, so I didn't want to reboot the computer. I promise you, I'm getting back to it. I promise you, no one. We're going to have a big, long discussion about it. Essentia just reminded me of the single greatest vampire show ever. So I still like Blood and Donuts as a vampire movie. I'm not going to say it's good, but it's my favorite because it just is. Forever Night is possibly my favorite vampire TV show. Another Canadian production, actually. What was interesting about it is it sort of has 3 different versions. It aired in Canada, aired in the US, also aired in Europe. The European version apparently had quite a lot of nudity in it or something like that did not make it into either of the North American cuts, which is interesting. The interesting thing about Forever Night, first of all, well, it's fairly dated, so, you know, it'll look dated. But it is unapologetically actually sort of set actually in Toronto. A lot of TV shows are filmed in Toronto or Vancouver, but a lot in Toronto, but they hide it, right? It's like, oh, it's supposed to be New York or LA or something like that. No, this one is just set there. It's really good. Forever Night. I've never watched True Blood. I keep meaning to, but yeah. So yes, actually, thank you very much, Essentia, for reminding me of that. Forever Night's good. It's about a vampire who's turned cop. So it's a cop show. Forever Night is a cop show, right? If you like, I don't know, if you like Law and Order, if you like Blue Bloods, if you like, I don't know, I can't think of like good examples of cop shows. Not like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but you know, like actually, you know, tended a lot of investigating crime. Except he's a vampire, so it's got all the vampire lore and everything built in. And it's really good. Forever Night. Tags change before the end of the stream. I guess we could. All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna go and raid a Kiss for Lux channel. That's not the button I want. I want here. I want Tanya. Boom. Good color. Pretty good color. Maybe Belgium better. I don't know. All right, let's do a raid. Thanks a lot for coming out. On Monday, we are going to be continuing Motorsport Manager because, goddamn, it's a good game, man. And I'm going to see you then. Oh, yeah, Rhino is doing Crusader Kings stream multiplayer with Russian Vikings? That sounds excellent. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks to everyone who followed, who subscribed, who contributed to Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. Everyone who was around for Gloomhaven, which is legit one of my favorite board games of all times. I'll see you soon.